Thanks. Hi, everyone. My name's Chris, and yes, I write music. And this is an ensemble. They play music very well. So I'm really passionate about writing music which combines intuition and rationality. So music which has some emotion and heart, but also under the surface, some sort of mathematical elegance. I'm also really interested in what sort of complexity can emerge from applying simple rules over and over again. And so in music, when you do something over and over again, we call that an ostinato. If you get two ostinatos that are slightly different lengths and play them at the same time, interesting things start to happen. You get one racing ahead of the other, and you get a sort of shifting, evolving texture, which keeps changing until eventually they line up again. So I use this idea a lot in my music. Not quite yet. They're going to demonstrate it. They're really keen. I use this a lot in my music. This example that these guys are going to play for you is one where I've used 4 loops of slightly different lengths. And you don't have to read music because they can play it for you. Thank you. Cool. So I really love the geometry in this music, and I love the way it sounds as well. But a few years ago, I had a bit of a crisis when I realized that actually the only person who gets to see these lovely geometric patterns in the music is me, the person who writes it. So I wanted to let the audience in on it. So I set about making videos which would represent these phasing patterns in the music somehow. And so I would get tiny chunks of video and loop it in the same way that I was doing the audio, so that every sound was represented by something on screen, and the audio and video mimic each other. But I got to a point where really the next step was to try and make it happen with live musicians so that I could finally marry that human heart and emotion with the mathematical elegance, the intuitive and the rational. So today we have an ensemble, my very skilled and also very tolerant of the sort of crazy music that I make them play. And they're going to play a piece called BMX Phase, which is basically on the screen you're going to see 3 rad BMX dudes. Each of these dudes are aligned to the 2 violin parts and the piano part, and the rest of the ensemble provides mood and rhythmic drive. And it's quite a meditative and hypnotic piece, so please settle back in your chairs and breathe deeply. And I hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Do you guys need to tune? We're good? We're just going to tune.